starting Be'ez Hashem Siman Ayin Gimel, and we just finished explaining that Reb Chaim Vital, when he said that the Shevuos of the Galus lasts 1,000 years, it's Hashem's Shevuos, it's not our Shevuos, and during that 1,000 years, Tshuva Me'ahava would have helped, but after 1,000 years, even Tshuva Me'ira, even regular Tshuva helps. So he says, Uvedivrei Atikunim, according to this Tikunei Zohar, Reb Chaim Vital Zal, who brings down the Tikunei Zohar, Miyushav Hetev Mashanis Kasha Tuva HaChidah. We can answer up the question that was raised by the Chidah. B'Shem Agdoel Mois Aleph Siman Reish Tes, and he mentioned this before too, earlier line base I think. He said that the Kivan Shekasvu Bekama Mekoyim Bezoyar Avu Medrash Shebesoicho Elef Shanim Haya Muchach Gzeres Agalus. That the Chidah asks that since it says many places in the Zohar that for 1,000 years there has to be a Galus at least, right? So Ha'eich Motzinu Kama Memris. The question is, how could there be so many places in Shas where it says Shahayim Moel Tshuva Gam Oz, right? That it could have been a possibility of the redemption happening even then. Tshuva would have helped even then. Sha'amar Eliyahu. Here's an example. Eliyahu said to Rabbi Yishuv ben Levi, Ayoyim b'koilo yisishma'u. That Rabbi Yishuv ben Levi found Mashiach, and he asked him, when you're coming, and he said, I'm coming today. And he went back and he said, Eliyahu, he's lying to me. And Eliyahu said, he meant, Hayoim im b'koilo yisishma'u. Today, if you do tshuva, Mashiach could come today. So it's a raya, Mashiach could have come in the time of Yishuv ben Levi. V'Rav Amar, Kolu kol akitzim ye'adav tali el b'tshuva. Rav said in Sanhedrin that all the end times have passed by Rav's time, and the only thing we're waiting for is tshuva. Again, the same problem. That how could it be during the 1,000 years? How could Mashiach have come? V'chein hu b'Zohar Chadash. The third Maamar is the Zohar Chadash. Another section of the Zohar was published later. I think that's why it's called the Zohar Chadash. B'mei Rebbe shahaya moil tshuva. That in the time of Rebbe, tshuva would have helped. So the Chidah asked, all these things happened in 1,000 years. Yeah. Now take a look at the Zohar Chadash inside. This is it's also called the Medrash HaNelam. I don't know which part is which, but this is the part he's talking about. That the second part that I have highlighted on the page. Rabbi Hava Yossi v'Yoim Echad. Rabbi was sitting during one day. Obviously, Rabbi was after Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. That's why I said that we don't really know who compiled the Zohar, because it's not just Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. There are things from later people too.
The Maharel says in the Zohar itself, Divrei Rashbi.
Yeah? Well, some parts are, but some parts are Rabbi. See, Rabbi is after Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. Anyway, Rabbi Hava Yossi v'Yoim Echad. He was sitting one day.
Maybe the Zohar Chodesh is different. Maybe the Zohar itself.
No, but the Zohar itself also has other people in it. V'hava mistakel b'ha milsa, and he was looking at this thing. He was thinking about this question. T'chsiv batzar lecha u'mitzaucha kol advarim ho'ela. B'achris hayamim v'shavta al Hashem elokecha v'shamata b'koilai. In Parshas V'Eschanan, the Torah says that all these things will come upon you, all these punishments, and it will be difficult for you, and then you'll do tshuva, and you'll listen to Hashem, and Hashem will redeem you. So Omar, Rabbi said, Ma di Omar Moshe, di Yehevi b'soif Yirmiyahu, kol idun aksin ha'asa. All these bad things that Moshe told us would come, have already come. So, but the only thing we're missing is the tshuva. So he says, Utshuva ad ka'an lo yisavida. The tshuva wasn't done yet. So Rabbi was puzzled. This pasuk is halfway fulfilled, halfway not fulfilled. So ad dehava Yosef, as he was sitting there, Asa Eliyahu Zal. Eliyahu Navi came along, and Amar lei Rabbi, b'mai isaskas. What are you learning now, Rabbi? So Amar lei b'hai the Amar Torah the kad yesun aksin li Yisrael. I'm learning that the Torah says when bad things come upon the Jewish people, b'soif Yomaya, the Yavdun tshuva, they're going to do tshuva, and here they're not doing tshuva. Right? You have to do tshuva alter right away. Dichsiv b'achris hayamim v'shavta v'ad kan lo yitavu b'tiyuvta. They didn't do it yet. So Amar lei. So Eliyahu said to him, Chayecha Rabbi, by your life, b'hai milsa isasa kud shabrichu. Hashem is actually learning this right now. Yoim adayin, in this day. V'asa Michael apotropsa Rabba Dilhoin, Michael Malach, the apotropos, the Malach of the Jews, is coming now. Uboy, and he's asking, the Emasa Yifkun Benoi Richimoy Mitchois Galusa. When are his beloved children going to go out of Galus, the Edom? Galus Edom. Vayomer at kasavta b'doraisech dekad yispelun inun on shaya almadi avdu ma'ksiv kikel rachum Hashem lokecha. You wrote that Hashem will have mercy on you. It's a long story. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there was a possibility that the Galus could have ended at that point. They were discussing it in Shemaim. Okay, all right. So, but ukvar nis kasha v'zeho Barbanel the Sifra Yeshuas Mashiach. The Barbanel asked the same kasha. Again, how could the Galus end within 1,000 years? V'hiksha gam me Rabbi Kiva. Ha'ich ta ben Kuziva. The Barbanel adds on a fourth kasha here. That Rabbi Kiva thought, temporarily at least, that Ben Kuziva was Mashiach. So, how could that be? Right? Same kasha. Samach l'churban v'haya samach l'churban bisman shehaya hechrich hagalus, and Ben Kuziva lived close to the time of the Churban when it was still within 1,000 years, according to everybody, even according to the Gemara in the Avodah Zarah that we had earlier, that he brought Ayin Aleph, that there was a Gemara that said that 400 years, 403 years, 172 years, no matter who you hold like, it's within the time. So how could it be? Okay. According to the Tikkunim and Mr. Chaim Vital, there's no kasha here, because even within this 1,000 years, the Gzeir was only it was only if they don't do tshuva me'ahava, they don't serve Hashem out of love without any expectation of reward. The teretz could be that in all these places, that we said even within 1,000 years, that the gula could have happened. It's only talking about such a tshuva that was tshuva me'ahava. And Gam Rabbi Akiva Ra Doiroi Mesukan, that Rabbi Akiva saw in the time of Ben Kuziva also it was a possibility of that, because he saw that was a time when they did tshuva me'ahava. Ra Doiroi Mesukan Shiyasu tshuva me'ahava karoi. They would do. Maybe they didn't yet, but they're going to do tshuva me'ahava. All right. So Reb Chaim Vital wasn't coming to answer this kasha. He was coming to say that it can't be that you have to have tshuva me'ahava forever. So he said, okay, when 1,000 years, that 1,000 years you have to have tshuva me'ahava. But once he said it, now we understand why there were possibilities of geula even within 1,000 years. And by the way, you see from all these things, the Chidah, the Barbanel, that they're all learning that the Shevuah is for 1,000. Well, really, it doesn't say anything about a Shevuah. These Zoyars that they quote that say 1,000 years don't say a Shevuah. But if you put it together with that Tikkun Zoyar, which Reb Chaim Vital did, right, then you're going to come out that the Shevuah was for 1,000 years. This Shevuah is obviously the Shevuah of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's not the Shevuah on Klal Yisrael, because they're learning that the Chidah is bothered there. Why didn't Mashiach come? And his answer is basically that within 1,000 years he couldn't have come. So his answer is, why didn't Mashiach come in the time of, let's say, the Tanoim, Mamroim? Because it was within 1,000 years. But Al Kaphan, he's talking about Mashiach. He's not talking about any kind of movement of Jews trying to bring the Gula. Okay.